Anyways, like I was telling you, a lot of people tell me that they think I look racist, but I'm not a white monster. I just drink them.
Oh, man, yeah. Welcome back to Claw Machine. My name is Rand Barnaclo, just the co-host.
And I'm Nancy Sinatra.
Bang, bang.
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam. Sister Nancy is me. Dude, I want to talk to you about this, Gub Bam, Bam Gub. Have you been having a good week? How's your freak level on a scale of 1 to 25? Have you been thrusting? Have you been pumping? Have you dumped in a while? Talk to me about all your sexual exploits because I need to hear something good.
I don't want to talk about that at all. Not even a little bit.
Come on, man.
There's not one part
Come
of
on,
me
man.
that
Just tell me the last position you busted from. Go ahead.
Hand.
Okay, tell me the last position you busted from with your wife.
Hand.
Blake Hand, man. That's crazy. You still jack off?
Look at me like
Dude,
that.
I haven't beat off in a while.
Okay.
Beating off, I think, is for fucking kids. Like teenagers.
Okay, that's not making it better. Qualifying their age doesn't make it better.
No, like when you're No, I don't mean me involved. I mean like when you're a young guy, you know? How you beating off, how many times you were beating off a day when you were young? Fucking 50?
Yeah, I mean as many as I could.
Yeah, you beat off as many
Beat it
times
raw.
as you can. You beat the thing raw, and now as I get into my adulthood, I find that I don't have the strength. I find I fatigue quite easily around my penile strokings.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't hold the belt and stroke like I used to.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you got to tie it around your door and pray not to go out like David Kay.
Dude, David Kay, what a man.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
What do you mean?
What a Jack inspiration.
You think that man's a Jack inspiration?
Yeah.
He died jacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite possibly one of the most embarrassing ways to be found dead.
Nah, man.
Jacking?
No, I think it's like I think he tried to kill himself and he just had his pants around his ankles.
Nah.
I think he killed himself because that's like, and then everybody's like, oh, see, it wasn't suicide. He was just trying to jack off weird.
He was trying to jack off hard.
That's a cool. That's
cool.
That's a cool way to kill yourself.
Jacking?
It's a
brother?
No, to make it seem like a jack. To set it up like it's a jack.
No.
You set it up like
the
you're
way
jacking.
you know he was jacking is because he was jacking.
Maybe.
Nobody wants to set it up like
You're
a
not-
jack, bro.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Nobody wants to set it up like a jack, Stoops.
No, set it up like a jack. But then not everybody will be sad when you're dead.
Getting caught jacking off to death
Well,
is
here's
so
the thing.
embarrassing.
How are they going to know you're jacking off?
With your pants down your ankles,
Unless your rigor mortis sets in and you're like, ooh,
it's already hard. You got a step to go.
I'm saying that it would be a less sad.
Wait, if you die jacking, does your wiener get soft and then get hard again? Thank you.
We need to have a doctor on this thing.
Yeah.
We need a doctor on call.
Yeah, that's true, dude. I don't be jacking like you.
I don't.
You know?
You act like I'm doing it every day or even every week.
You're jacking more than once a week.
No.
You're probably every other day guy if I had to look at you.
No, it's probably like a once a week kind of deal.
What? Like you're like, ooh, a treat.
No, it's just like
Get home, you get your lotion out, you light a little
sometimes
candle.
You just remember that you haven't, and you're like, oh,
That's
yeah.
true. Sometimes I will remember I haven't beat, and I'm like, let me fucking sock one out of the old fucking soldier here.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
You know?
Yeah, it's just like
I fire one off. I go
Nostalgia
execution
porn.
style in front of my toilet. I fire one. I go.
I turn the bidet on. I'm standing in front of the
blast
toilet.
my mons pubis with the bidet. I beat into the water and I try to gunk up the stream. I kneel on my toilet seat.
It's a kid in your
I kneel
blood.
on my toilet seat. I kneel looking at the wall.
Yeah, George Floyd style.
And I say, yes, drill sergeant. And I do.
You go hoorah, hoorah.
I do what they do on Game of Thrones. I go hold,
Yeah, hold
and then
the
I
door.
go Universe! And I go, ah! Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I bust into the water, and then I call my landlord and tell him a pipe broke. And I make him clean it up. That's a part of my kink.
But you're not lying.
That's a part of my
pipe
kink.
did break.
Yeah, a pipe did burst. It's a part of my kink.
I think. What do you think about? I was thinking. Somebody brought up angel numbers this week, and man,
What the hell is that?
Isn't that just like astrology for hillbillies?
Yeah, that's like Cracker Barrel. That's like Cracker Barrel astrology.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's
What
like,
is it?
It's like so any like what is it like 1 you'll see like 11 and they'll be like, oh, that's my angel numbers, or like 333
Yeah,
would be somebody's angel numbers.
yeah.
It's like like it's
Well, like
it means that like someone's looking down on you when you see these numbers, that someone's looking down on you from heaven.
I know you're looking down on me.
I think that's
we
what
might get copyrighted. I nailed that.
I think that's what it means.
So if you see these numbers that you've just decided are your numbers,
Let me
that
look it up. Just be sure.
okay.
Angel numbers meanings. Here we go. So it's like 111, 222, 333. There's
Yeah.
going to be messages from anal.
Whoa! Somebody's horny for butt.
Messages from angels or the universe offering guidance and encouragement. Each number sequence carries a unique vibration and meaning, believed to align with certain universal energies. So you actually,
I don't like the way you said that.
I'm saying this, and I feel like you're actually going to get into this. And this is going to be like a little gibbous thing again. So yeah, like if you have like 101, if you have $111 in your bank account, it signifies new beginnings.
Yeah, because you have nothing.
Yeah.
$111 is basically nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have $333, it symbolizes divine guidance and support, encouraging you to trust your intuition and inner wisdom.
Ooh,
What does 666 mean?
scary.
Suggests a balance between material and spiritual needs,
What?
encouraging self-care and healthy boundaries. Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, I look at you and I'm like, this guy encourages self-care and healthy boundaries. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, and I'm just saying.
And
I
I'm
look
just
at
saying.
you and I think self-care, a little overboard on self-care if I'm honest, and healthy boundaries. And here's a healthy boundary. Stay away from it.
That's what I was trying to get. That's what I'm going to get across to you. Maybe,
My
is
angel
that-
number is 222.
Is it?
222.
Okay, we'll see what it means.
Let's see what my angel number means.
It indicates harmony, balance, and divine timing.
That's
it
me.
suggests trust in the process and trusting that everything is working out as it should. It can also be a message about partnerships and relationships.
That's me, dude. I'm a great partner. Not to you. I'm great in relationships.
Not to this one.
Yeah, how am I not? If it wasn't for me, this whole fucking thing would collapse.
I think you just did it.
What?
You just did why you're bad at it.
What do you mean?
You just did. This is our brand new podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This is our brand new podcast, and you're already being a cunt like you were in the old podcast.
Yeah. Some camels can't change their stripes. Or
They don't
zebras.
they don't have camels because they
Zebras.
don't have them.
I meant a zebra, and you know what I meant.
No, I didn't know what you
Some
meant.
leopards don't change their fucking spats.
You don't ever give me any grace. You don't give me.
I
any
give
grace.
you so much grace,
Give
Gub.
me a little grace.
Okay, go ahead. What do you need grace for?
Anytime I mispronounce something.
Okay, done.
Anytime
You got that grace.
Anytime I'm feeling a little type of way. Anytime I don't wanna.
You're always feeling type of way, and you always don't wanna.
Yeah,
I've given you
give me a
enough
little
grace. I give you grace.
Give me grace.
I give you grace. If I wouldn't give you grace, I'd block your number. I'd come over. I'd burn your fucking house down. No, I mean I give you a lot of fucking grace here.
Give me examples of the grace you've given me.
All right, I'll give you a couple examples, Gub. Well, number one, sometimes when you get in these little fucking crunchy moods where you're in a bad mood, you're in a bad headspace. You come down with your eyes like this. You come down, you have low eyes, and you say stuff like, "Yeah, man, what's it matter, man?" And you're all
That's true though.
And you're all humdrum. I know what's it matter, dude. But you're all ho hum about shit. And I come up here and I slap a smile on my fucking face, and I sit in this chair and I listen to your fucking woes, and I try to pull myself out of your muck and your mire with a smile on my face. I do everything right. I try to be funny on this cast, and I give you the grace to be like, I'll take over from here. I'll take the wheel. I'll land the ship, the airship, the plane. And you just sit there as my co-pilot like this a lot of the time. You don't write any jokes for this. And I'm never gonna really, truly,
Error.
No, I care. No, I care about this. And that's the only reason why I keep doing this podcast week in and week out, because I care about this. I care about the 30 absolute pieces of shit that listen to this thing every week, that comment stuff like, "Oh, you guys should try to say a new kind of N-word." Like, dudes get on our page, like, people think this is like Cumtown version 2 or something, and they get on the thing and they're like, "Oh, we miss when Rand and Blake were fat. Let's go find their addresses and kill them." And it's like, we just want to have fun on the internet. We don't need this. But people will still get on and leave a comment that's absolutely heinous, and all of the guys that comment on our shit and like our shit every week will never have our backs. It's almost like it's almost like a syndrome. Like Stephanie Beans has that syndrome, and we love him. Pop in a picture of yourself. We love Stephanie Beans. He won't do that. He's moved out of town. That leopard ain't changed its spots either. Let me tell you that, Gub. And
So what grace did you give me?
all of it. All of it. Because if I'm being honest, there's so many things I want to do. I want to do creatively, and I want to do it for a podcast, and I want to do it so bad. And you're at every
What is your
turn,
creative?
and
What's
at
your creative
every,
idea?
And at every
what if we
turn,
had lapel mics and then shot it shitty?
Yes.
That's not creative.
Art. Let's make
not
fucking
creative.
art.
It's not creative.
Sitting here with condenser mics in a room like anywhere else in America, when we could go outside and hear the frogs, or we could go for a walk on the back of the trail with lapel mics. And if people complain about your breathing, we'll block them. We'll just do whatever we want until the day
It's whatever
that
you
God
want.
gives us
It's
our
whatever
wings.
You want.
No,
You beat. It's,
We.
I mean, truly, no. It's whatever you want.
And let me beat it into you.
Yeah, exactly. You break my spirit, and then you wonder why I come in all ho hum. Oh, nothing matters, because you fucking make me feel like nothing.
If we were listening, if we did the podcast the way you wanted, it would come out. It would come out every week, and it would
segments,
be
we'd have
us.
things that people could
It would literally
hang on
be
to.
me writing until I got carpal tunnel syndrome.
Carpet tunnel, yeah.
And it would be, give me some grace here, God, because I'm at my fucking wit's end with you. It would be me sitting there trying to write, but oh, is he happy?
No,
and I would have to write a bit, and I would have to
literally
practice
just
it in my.
bring a topic.
Here's
Bring a topic.
Stop doing that with your hand.
Bring a topic. Bring a topic.
Okay. I will stop doing it. You're making it worse for me. There he is. I would have to write and write and write until I couldn't fucking see my own fucking daughter. And I would have to write, and I would have to
You don't
think,
have to write anything.
and I just want to come in here and
You wanna
see
do
that you've
nothing.
tucked your jeans into your shoes.
You wanna do nothing.
And I just want to see that you've tucked your jeans
yeah,
into your
I tuck
shoes.
them in. I tuck them into the shoes. They're too long and they're too big.
That's
They're
bonk.
about 4 sizes too big.
Well, you've lost enough weight where you're gouged out now. And let me tell you something. I want to do a podcast with my boy where I can just riff and I don't have to think about a segment. And the people that say, "Oh, I want a podcast with segments," should go listen to that podcast, because it's never going to happen with me. I'm never going to do a segment. I don't understand it. I think it's for people that have like a problem that they can't overcome, like they have a repressed memory. Go ahead.
It's me you're describing. It's me you're describing. You and can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You're the problem I can't overcome.
Well, then I'll tell you what. Maybe one of these days we'll do solo episode for a week. And maybe you can sit here and do all your fucking little segments, and you can laugh to yourself like a little scientist that came up with the perfect invention.
What is this, Kiss? We're going to do separate albums? What's the point?
I'm Ace Frehley.
Okay, fine. I'll be
Gene Simmons.
I'll be the fucking
You're Gene
popular
Simmons.
ones.
You're Gene Simmons.
I'll be the ones that, you know.
I'm the one that's like, come on.
That's Paul Stanley, but
I'm Paul Stanley.
you can't
He's got
switch. You've already...
Who's got the star?
It's Paul Stanley, but
That's
you
me.
said you were Ace Frehley.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, well, that's tough shit because you already picked.
No, I want the one with the DV
Ooh,
and
sorry,
the chest hair out.
sorry, dipshit. You already picked.
You're Gene Simmons.
But you already picked.
But I get to I want Paul Stanley.
No, but you're already.
No, I don't
You're
want-
Ace Frehley.
I don't- who's
to be
Ace
honest,
Frehley?
you're fucking Peter Criss.
What's 8? No, that's the cat.
Yeah, you're honestly you're Peter Criss.
That's
'Cause you're
Cat.
the short little guy in the back.
He's the drummer.
Yeah,
I'm not a drummer.
yeah, and you get to sing Beth, and you know,
That's Peter Criss.
yeah.
I'll take it. He dressed up like a cat.
I'll tell you
though.
this. Hey, I will tell you this because we were talking about it. My dad hates drag queens, but he loves Kiss. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
That's
They're
so
basically-
weird.
They're basically drag queens. They
They're
don't even have
just
facial
fucking
hair.
drag queens, bro.
They're-
He's like, oh,
they're
keep
kind of-
drag queens away from kids. It's like, you took me to a Kiss concert when I was 6.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Yeah.
If you would have Gene Simmons read me a book alone.
Yeah.
There's no way, bro.
Yeah, dude.
God, yeah. He's like, oh, drag queens are sexual. It's like, have you listened to a Kiss song?
Is it sexual?
Yeah. What do you
Love
think
Gun.
Lick It Up is about? It's not ice cream.
I didn't know that was Kiss. I thought that was like Whitesnake or something.
No, Lick It Up is Kiss.
Lick it up.
Yeah, that's Kiss.
Lick it up. That's Kiss.
Yeah. that's
Maybe I
Kiss.
like Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss rocks.
Detroit Rock City rips.
Yeah. Strutter is a really good song.
Beth rips. I've never heard Strutter.
Strutter's, I think, their best song.
What is their best album?
Destroyer.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to that on the ride home, and if it
Just
doesn't
listen
get me
to Strutter,
tapping my
though.
feet,
Listen to Strutter, though.
fuck you,
Okay.
fucking piece of shit. Saying I don't give you grace.
You did, I mean, I kind of proved you didn't give me grace.
Strutter, song by Kiss. They'll probably sue us for that 1 second. God, Gene Simmons ass. Dude, no, I don't know. I don't understand doing a segment. I just feel like we could be a little bit more avant-garde with this shit, because it's already like, we.
Avant-garde is not. I don't know if you know what avant-garde means.
I might not.
I think you think like shooting it bad and making. And
I wish we
having,
could
like,
do this like it could look like it was done on an old TV.
Sure,
That's
yes.
avant-garde.
Okay, but
It doesn't have to look good, man. People don't watch it if it does look good. So if people don't watch it when it does look good, why don't we why don't we take a chance here, Why don't we take a chance here, Why don't we take a chance here, Come on, dude. Let's go.
We've been taking a chance.
Let's
and
leave.
You said, and here's the thing.
Let's leave.
You said that we would do this podcast
Until the day we die.
Well,
And I meant it.
But also the way that maybe I wanted to do it the whole time. Because we've been doing
forgot
it.
about that.
Because we've been doing it your way this whole time to no new listeners and no new followers.
Garner, no new listeners, no new followers, no new Patreons.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe we tried things my way for
All
a
right.
while.
Go ahead, Fred Durst. It's my way or the highway.
Yeah. One day you'll see things my way. But
All right, let's do it your way. Let's start.
well, I mean, next week we'll start. And
No, start now. Let's give them a preview of next week. Your little way.
Okay. We were talking about how neither of us have seen a good movie in a while.
Is this a segment?
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay,
just
yeah.
a topic. It's just a topic.
This is a topic I brought.
I know.
Wow. I've already begun doing good for my boy. Well, I'm glad I did good for my boy. You're welcome, Gub. I was saying to my girlfriend, the one I love, the only true love of all, my lady, my life, my love. We were holding hands as we slept.
I call my girl my bride, and you freak out, and then you say a soliloquy, and it's
she
fine.
deserves every soliloquy there is. We were holding hands as we slept, and what happened?
We're still recording. We're good.
Okay, you said it like this. We're still recording.
We're about to die.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I've got to change. No, the battery is about to die.
Do you need to change the battery?
Yeah.
Well,
Change
let's
it.
do that before we just get in the middle of something fucking hot.
Do you ever have that at a restaurant where somebody is like trying to put pepper or cheese on your stuff, and they go, "I say when"?
Yeah.
It's such a awk experience.
It is an awk experience.
Because you're just
agree.
like, I
It's
don't.
like, get away from my table, just leave it.
Yeah, leave it. Because
I'll
I'll
do
put
it.
how much
Let Danny-
fucking
let Danny do
cheese.
it.
Because also, I don't know. This is all going on top.
I also don't like any sort of service
Like that.
that's over the top, like an old way.
Yeah, like pumping your gas or a
Yeah,
guy
don't
in
pump
the,
my gas.
a guy in the bathroom.
My uncle.
A guy in a bathroom, you know,
he
the
pops out of
bathroom.
the stall, he's like,
bathroom,
"Let me smell it." Yeah.
Bathroom attendant.
Yeah. Oh, bathroom. Oh.
Yeah.
The guy that's supposed to be there. Oh.
Also, what a fucking job.
Yeah. Oh, you get all the poop smells you've ever wanted. Get in there.
I mean, man.
Get in there. That seems like a job for somebody at the restaurant. That's a punishment.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
if a line cooks late too many times, they're like, go in there and wash people's fucking hands, Terry.
Offer him mints.
Yeah, go in there and offer them mints, Terry.
Yeah,
Fucker.
give him a spritz of cologne.
Yeah, and go wipe down the seats when they're done. We want them still warm.
Why do old people smell like piss?
Because they piss their pants and they don't know it. Because they're
But it's crazy, dude. It's such a phenomenon.
I don't think it's a phenomenon. I think it's to the people in your life smell like piss.
No, it's just
My
man,
grandfather never smelled like piss.
I'm talking about people in my life, man. I'm talking about people out and about. You see,
I'm not going around smelling a bunch of old people.
Well, they walk by me slowly because they're old, and I smell a whiff of piss.
And
And it's every old person I see just smells like piss.
I think something's going on with you.
Maybe I smell like
Maybe you
piss.
smell like piss. Yeah, that might be on you, Gub.
No, but truly, I don't know what it is. Every old person I see, like I'll be at the mall, right, walking around, doing my walk.
Yeah. You walking in the mall?
Of course.
Why aren't you walking outside?
Ah,
You're not beating up the streets?
I mean,
You got to beat the streets.
I've
You
been
can't be
beat.
walking in the mall. That's why you smell piss. That's where it is.
There's not piss in the mall.
You can't go to where the piss is and then say,
Nobody
I smell
pisses
piss.
in the fountain.
No, not in the fountain. In the little bushes.
In the little
Those old
bushes.
guys,
No,
will
they
get those old
don't.
guys will get in the massage chair in the morning. They'll get the fucking piss shaken out of them, and then you walk by it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're like, "I smell piss." It's
No,
like,
I was just-
these
I
guys
was
got
just-
shook out.
I
man.
was just saying the mall because that's where you see old people.
Right.
I'm saying, like, you know, you're walking down the street, you see an old elderly motherfucker, and they smell like piss. They smell like.
Hey Blake,
They smell
you
like.
need to take it easy.
They smell like piss.
They don't, man. Leave 'em
They
alone.
all smell like piss.
I'm gonna
and
give you
what
some grace
is
on this one. You need to chill.
give me some
I
backup.
think it's
is
just
what I
the
want.
old people in your fucking funky ass piss smelling neighborhood. I don't know what old people in my neighborhood don't smell like piss. They smell like
smell like
delicious,
piss and
delicious
death.
flowers. So we were talking. This is why this podcast doesn't have segments, because we're like, oh, let's talk about how we haven't seen it. Oh, let's talk about how we. Oh, let's talk about how we haven't seen it. Okay, I'm done. Let's talk about how we haven't seen a good movie in a while, and then this guy sits next to me for 5 minutes. He's like, "Oh, people smell like piss," and then he says, "Why?" And I go, "I don't know, man." And I give him a couple fucking really graceful answers, and then he goes, "Why?" It's like, dude, I don't fucking know. What do you want from me? I just leave him alone, I guess. I don't know. You think you smell piss? It might be viburnum.
What is that?
That there's hedges when you walk outside. Sometimes
maybe
smell like piss.
Maybe.
Sometimes they kind of smell like.
Because you
cat
pissed
piss.
in them.
Yeah, because I pissed all over pissed all over your neighborhood because I wanted you to know I walked there.
I mean, my God, that would really solve a lot of my problems. If I walked out, if you had just told me you had pissed all over my neighborhood, I'd be like, God, that's why it smells like piss.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start telling you stuff like that so you'll stop asking me the same fucking question over and over and over again, pissing me off now. So anyway, I haven't seen a good movie in a while. Bring segments to the
That's not a segment. That's a topic.
Bring topics.
A segment would be, somebody suggested a segment.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Hold your horses there, Terry Grinkins. What I was trying to say was, before you look, put it down. Before you look, I was
just shaking.
I was just trying to get some of the piss out of it. I was just trying to say that I haven't seen a good movie in a while. Like, I've really gone to the movies more than I've gone in probably my life since me and Sue's have been dating. We went to Sinners. It was a fart. We went to
generationally bad take, but it was good.
It's not a generationally bad take.
Generationally
it was not
bad
a good
take.
movie.
Generationally
We saw
bad
Friendship. 3 parts were funny. We saw literally 3 lines were funny.
I agree with you on Friendship.
I wanted Friendship to be so funny, but it was like a 25-minute sketch. It should have been a 25-minute sketch, is what I mean. Like what we were saying. It would have been so cool if it was done, because that guy is a good director, and Tim Robinson is a good actor. He's a great comedic actor, and then like Paul Rudd, of course, is great. But like they weren't like. Everybody in the movie was so unlikable. Tim Robinson
I think You
was
Should
like,
Leave is also most people are unlikable.
yeah, but that's the charm of I Think You Should Leave, is that it's like every character he is in that is like a weird kind of outcasty guy.
Yeah, I mean, Conor O'Malley was the best part. I think we both agree on
he
that.
was
But
so
I
funny.
will say, it felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. So it was like, does it want to be this dark stalker thing, or does it want to be this funny, like, with dark undertones? But it wasn't either. Like, it was like there was times where it could have twisted dark. When he was in this guy's house getting that gun, like that felt like
and
the
wife
point
was there,
where everything could have turned to being like, this guy's fucking, like, he is nuts.
That's what I mean. But he's
it's
just
like,
kind of like a normal guy that's sketched out that he's in the house.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
And it's really nothing ever happens. Everything builds to this crescendo, and instead of it like going over the edge, it just kind of backslides back down into just like, he's just a weird guy that's off-putting.
Yeah, right.
And so whatever. Friendship. I mean, it was shot super cool. I liked the way the movie looked. But then me and Suze went to see Wild at Heart, that David Lynch movie, after he died. I mean, they were gonna play it before he died, and then he died. We bought tickets to it in February and then he died like right before it came out, so it turned into this weird memorial thing. Which that's fine. But then like I've never seen a David Lynch movie in a theater, and I was like psyched to see it.
There's a lot of better David Lynch movies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've seen what's the one, Blue Velvet? I've seen that one. I've seen Eraserhead.
Eraserhead's good.
Yeah, that's good. But it's just like kind of like that movie. People were laughing at parts where I was like, okay, you guys are laughing because you're like you want people to know you like David Lynch, and like and like you get David Lynch.
Yeah.
So like Nicolas Cage would be like, "Ooh, that's apple pie" or whatever, and people would be like, like they'd be in their seats, and I'm like, dude, no, that shouldn't elicit that reaction. What are we watching? Fucking Step Brothers? That's what I was thinking.
I did see Step Brothers in theaters. I was the highest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And man, it was crazy. It was like people were fucking throwing shit. It was
the funniest movie I've ever seen in theaters, I've said it on a cast before, is I went to Jackass 2, and it was a movie theater of like me and 3 of my friends, and then the rest were all black guys, and it was crazy, bro. It was like everything they did got the desired reaction From what are you having a repressed memory right
No,
now?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, it looked like you were staring into the void, thinking
just
you
thinking.
had to hurt somebody for hurting you. I was just like, this is the best way to watch a movie is with a bunch of people that are like fucking.
How did you fucking get it exactly right? No, yeah, Jackass. I mean, the hardest anyone I ever saw anybody laughing in a theater was Superbad. It was crazy. I mean, people were like doubled over.
They were gobbled over. Were you gobbled over?
I was gobbled over.
Nice,
I was so higher than fuck in that movie. God, I was higher.
Blake.
I know. I was a bad guy.
I had a dream of you were
About
in
me?
it. Yeah.
What was it?
You
Was I in a bathtub?
No.
Was I William Howard Taft stuck in a bathtub?
No.
Filled
You were
with peanut butter?
You were normally clothed. There was.
I'm talking about my dream, sorry.
Oh, okay. No, you came up to me. I forget where we were, but you were acting weird, and I was like, "What's going on with you?" And you were like, "I started smoking weed again," and I was like, mad at you. I remember being mad at you. I was like, "You can't start smoking weed, dude."
We'll see.
But you were acting like a straight bitch to me, and I was like,
What does that even entail?
You were just being a fucking little turd, you know, nasty little.
The
turd.
problem is that you don't like horror movies, and that's the revival of film right now.
Horror movies are boring.
Is horror, and but you're also not watching the ones that are good.
Yeah, you're right because I'm very bored by them. And then I watched Alto Nights. I watched the new Captain America.
You act like that's gonna be good.
No. But a Marvel movie is always at least entertaining. It was so bad. It wasn't even the effects weren't that good. The one with Harrison Ford is the Red Hulk or whatever. Even we saw that coming a million fucking miles away. Even that wasn't good. I'm like, I'm dying to see Minecraft over here. I just want to be fucking entertained, you know? Nothing's entertaining me, bro. I got nothing here, man. I don't jack my dick. No movie makes me smile, you know?
And I'm the fucking depressed one.
I'm not depressed, man. I'm having a great time right now. I was depressed a couple months ago because you were dragging me down, but you know, I drank some water and I ate an apple and I did some push-ups and I'm back to my normal strength. I was attacked by my allergies too. I was fucked up last
Yeah,
week.
because that always leads to depression.
Not feeling well. You're damn right. I'm glad you see that finally. But I don't like any movies and I don't like any music. Go ahead.
Don't shoot me. Don't Pillsbury Doughboy with a gun, bro.
Man, come on.
No. You come on, man. You do that.
You're gonna start making clips out of this thing.
You know what? Here's the thing.
You really let the.
I let the old cast die. You won't even title the fucking episodes, motherfucker, and they get uploaded for you.
That's the producer's job.
You don't do anything.
I title the episodes. I don't want to.
You can fucking also, if you want a clip out there, go search for Claire.
Okay, I will.
Search for Claire.
And guess what? There's going to be a lot of Ran heavy stuff.
Yeah, man, I always
Did we
have
change
you
the Instagram over?
No, not yet, because we hadn't done this first episode.
Well, we'll put this episode on RSFWB and scoot it. And tell people to scoot over to... And we'll put it on the new one.
That seems like it will split the viewership.
Okay, then we'll just put it on the new one.
Put it on
Right.
the new one. You
It's not going to be on Apple Podcasts anymore. It's just they make you pay for a podcast, and they also make you pay.
It's the thing that you were talking about where it's fucking them up.
Yeah, it fucks the listeners for Patreon too. It takes like $1.50 off if you click the link on the iTunes. So don't click the iTunes link to join the Patreon. Only do it from like Instagram or from the YouTube link. The YouTube link is fine. But iTunes, for some reason, takes money out of me, Blake, and Bean's pocket. So we're not going to do iTunes anymore.
And more out of your pocket.
Claw Machine's only going to be on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want to join the Patreon, which comes up every week, it's patreon.com/ransofar463. We're just going to keep the old Patreon
because
it's too much of a pain in the ass to get everybody to switch over. So it's ransofar463, and that link will be down there in the description of the YouTube. So get in the Patreon, $3, $5, $10. We got a bunch of shit up in there.
Claw Machine Pod is what it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, what is it on Instagram?
It'll be Claw Machine Pod or whatever. If you're following us, it'll be whatever. But just look up Claw Machine. I'm sure it'll come up. Claw Machine Podcast. And we'll also have it in our Instagram bios.
And we'll also have it in our hearts.